Basically, my journey with UMaine started when Coach Athlete first reached out to me, I think my grade 10 year of high school. And I've already known about UMaine because I had a coach that went there, and I also had previous teammates that went there. So I had some good connections, and I came and visited. And I just really fell in love with the campus and also the team culture. I really enjoyed, like, the team was super close, and that's still true to this day. Like, our team culture is very close-knit group, basically like a family. So I fell in love with that. I really like the values of the soccer team as well. Everyone really values like leadership, family, everything like that. So basically, I decided to come here about my grade 11 year. And then I decided I wanted to study nursing right around that same time because I have a lot of family members that are nurses, specifically my aunt. She's a flight nurse, which is something that's always interested me, and I shadowed her in grade 11 and I fell in love with that type of nursing, so I was like, that's what I want to do. It's basically like a nurse is there with a patient and they're actually by themselves, so it's kind of like an independent role for a nurse, and they're basically transporting patients that need to get from one hospital to another. And what I really liked about it is that the nurse is there by themselves, and it's kind of just their independent role, and it's kind of fast-paced and strenuous, and I like that a lot.
I knew I wanted to swim in college, but I was kind of unsure of my major, and so I started with a lot of schools, and actually through going to schools, I knew I wanted to be in the medical field. I wasn't really sure exactly what major I wanted, and then actually going to UMaine, I talked to nursing students who were on the team, and I wasn't really sure you could do nursing and athletics at the same time, and those teammates were very reassuring that I could do both, and then my coaches were super supportive, and I really liked that I was able to pick the major I wanted to do and do athletics and not have to sacrifice either. So I really loved the team and the athletics, and then also being able to be in school with nursing.
So something that's unique about nursing is we spend a lot of time in the hospital and having direct patient care. So we are also learning in the classroom, but as we learn in the classroom day by day, we're also applying this in the hospital. So it's very unique in that sense that we have to always be on top of our studies, because if we're not knowing something that's in the classroom, that's going to hurt us and affect our patient care. So you have to take great pride in the information that you're learning about, because it's so important that you are knowledgeable in what you're doing, because your patients will understand that and your patient care could be hurt by that. So it's something that I think all nursing students are very passionate about, because it directly affects how we care for our patients and care for their community.
So in the beginning I was a little bit naive, and I thought it'd be a 2-week pandemic when we'd be over it. Now it's kind of becoming obvious that I'm going to enter the field as a nurse in a pandemic. So I'm starting to become more involved in learning about the disease so I can be better prepared for when I'm a nurse. But as like going along with the time with it, I know a lot of nursing students right now are doing nights, weekends, going in off hours to try to get their hours in. So I think it's a big change with your time. So I'm doing nights right now just to try and get my hours in with swimming. So I think that's a big change with the pandemic, as well as we can't have as many people in the clinicals, so you're doing shorter clinical times and trying to get all your hours in through that. So it's pretty exciting because I just saw Jane for the first time since the semester started, and we got to pick our specialty for our partnership. So I already knew that she wanted to be in the emergency department, so it's kind of cool to know that she's like following her dreams, and then I see other people get the partnerships they want. So we're super supportive and there for each other through the pandemic. And I think that's an important thing through the pandemic with nursing and swim, is we have to protect each other. So it's super nice to know, like, I'm super close with my team, so I want to protect my team, and I'm super close with the nursing department, so I want to protect the nursing department. So it's really cool to see everyone get vaccinated in the nursing department and know we're all being safe out there, because we are super close and there for each other. It's been super awesome, and it's kind of cool because I've had nursing students reach out to me who are recruiting, and they've been asking me about how it is balancing swim and nursing, and it's had me reflect on my time. And I feel like I've grown so much with nursing, and even taking the time, like taking time out of swim with the pandemic, it's been really nice to super appreciate how much I've had with the program and how much I've enjoyed, and I've really grown to have really great relationships with my coaches and my teammates, and I know I'm going to have those connections for the rest of my life. So it's really nice to be part of such a close program that's helped me really build my nursing and swim career.
It's important, first of all, to make sure you have proper education and information when you're looking out for this information for the vaccine. It is, it's been tested and it's safe, and people are getting it, millions of people are getting it, and I think it's important that people don't base their opinions off of things they might have seen on like social media or anything. And it's important to, during this whole pandemic, to make sure you're going to good, credible sources like CDC and those kinds of information to really get that information, and then maybe make your judgments based off that, but don't make it based off of anything that you're hearing from non-credible sources. That's my biggest advice during this time.